Before I begin, I would like to mention a few things. First of all, I mean to offend no one when I make this video. Even though the things I say in the video are not so harsh, I still want to get this out of the way. This video also contains very minor spoilers for Breaking Bad, but nothing that would ruin the show if you plan on watching it. Alongside of that, this video was recorded and created at around February 23rd, 2026. So the information might be slightly outdated depending on when you're watching this video. But nothing should be outrageously incorrect no matter what date you watch the video. Furthermore, I'd also like to mention that this video brings up the website IMDB multiple times. This website is an online database containing information about most pieces of media, such as shows and movies. With that out of the way, let's begin. Breaking Bad is a show that needs no introduction. Created by Vince Gilligan for the AMC TV channel, it is a show revolving around a cancer-diagnosed chemistry teacher turning into an evil and manipulative meth cook. Hundreds of critics and thousands of people have considered Breaking Bad as one of the best, if not the best show on television. It has gained extreme popularity thanks to this praise, but with any popularity comes a fandom. Breaking Bad's fandom is generally considered to be very mixed. Many fans respect others' opinions, while some other fans get extremely defensive and/or rude when Breaking Bad is negatively perceived. Although the show is objectively great, that doesn't mean fans should attack people who dislike it. Breaking Bad Season 5 is considered to be its best season, not only because of the season's amazing writing, storytelling, and cinematography, but also because of the pacing. In Season 5, there's an episode called Ozymandias, Season 5, Episode 14. This episode is widely regarded as the best episode of any show ever, and sometimes the best piece of television of all time. The episode had devastating writing, cinematography, and dialogue. For years and years, this episode, Season 5, Episode 14 of Breaking Bad, had a consistent score of 10 out of 10 on IMDb, very rarely fluctuating to a 9.9 out of 10. This episode was the most consistently high-rated piece of media on IMDb, up until recently. Before we get into Ozymandias losing its 10 out of 10 score, I would like to bring up the topic of review bombing. Review bombing is a collective action where a person or persons, usually with multiple accounts, attempt to lower or raise the score of a piece of consumable content on a user review-friendly database. Breaking Bad fans have been review bombing other shows for years now. Many shows, when airing a really good new episode, have the episode be a 10 out of 10 on IMDb for the first few hours, or rarely, days of its release. This number usually decreases to a 9.9 or a 9.5 due to more reviews flooding in. But sometimes it lowers due to Breaking Bad fans deciding the episode should not be a 10 out of 10 and there can only be one 10 out of 10 episode on IMDb, Ozymandias. Game of Thrones is one of the shows that Breaking Bad fans have review bombed the most, trying to lower the score by spamming 1 out of 10 reviews on IMDb. The main Game of Thrones episode that Breaking Bad fans review bomb is titled Battle of the Bastards, Season 6, Episode 9. Now let's continue now that you know what review bombing is. A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms is a relatively new show as of right now, created by Errol Parker and George R.R. Martin, premiering on HBO on January 18th, 2026. The show is a prequel spin-off to Game of Thrones, and the few episodes of it that have been released as of right now are widely regarded as amazing and fantastic episodes of television. Season 1, Episode 5 of A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms, In the Name of Mother, airing February 15th, 2026, was briefly, for hours after airing, a 10 out of 10 on IMDb. But then the Breaking Bad fans saw this and began review bombing it with 1 out of 10s hundreds of times, over and over. But A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms and Game of Thrones fans saw this and retaliated. Retaliated incredibly hard. As In the Name of Mother got lowered to a 9.5 out of 10, they began review bombing Ozymandias, it dropped to a 9.9, then a 9.8, then a 9.7, and it currently, as I write the script, sits at 9.6 out of 10. Personally, I'm confident that in the next 10 to 40 hours, maybe even less, Ozymandias will have dropped to a 9.5 out of 10. So I was just editing the video and I decided to check on Ozymandias' current score, and what do you know? I was right, it got lowered to a 9.5 out of 10. Isn't that absolutely insane? I just can't believe that an episode goes from a 10 out of 10 and like the only piece of media on IMDB that does have a 10 out of 10, it just suddenly drops over the course of a few days to a 9.5 out of 10. These Game of Thrones fans are wild, man. It's been review bombed to hell and back. Take a look at this. Hold on. That's so many 1-star reviews. Considering there are about almost 500,000 reviews, that is a lot of 1-star reviews. As the amount of 1 out of 10 reviews being poured into this IMDb page is unbelievable. Although it is likely that the episode will be back to a 10 out of 10 eventually, it will be very hard to recover from this astonishing number of low reviews. Despite all of this conflict going on between the Game of Thrones fans and the Breaking Bad fans on IMDb, other high-rated episodes from other shows on IMDb remain untouched, keeping their high score, showing that the Breaking Bad fans and Game of Thrones fans are both enemies with each other, and not with any other show. Overall, this back-and-forth review bombing seems redundant for both Game of Thrones fans and Breaking Bad fans, as both Ozymandias and In the Name of Mother are groundbreaking and amazing episodes. Both episodes deserve the 10 out of 10 score, and thinking that one or the other doesn't is unreasonable. Lowering the rating of any show just because the show has a bad fandom or the show is performing quote-unquote too well is quite rude. And that is about it for the current IMDb review bombing situation, everybody. Thank you for watching the video all the way through to the end, everybody. It truly means a lot to me. If you did end up enjoying the video, make sure to like and subscribe. It would help me out a ton. It would give me motivation and encouragement to keep making content. With that said, goodbye.